Well, it's quite windy today, and I expect that the wind will be playing havoc with the sound, so I'll make this short for the outside. That's the house. It's a big house, very spacious and nicely built. In answer to some of the criticism that we've had about how inept we are with our money and our construction ideas and all of that, I would say that we have been our own contractors, and we have used known builders who we have been employing to build nearly 100 houses so far. So we're well familiar with the problems that are special to the Philippines. Now, this is the outside. All the windows are tinted. They don't need to have the double thickness thermal windows here. Of course, it would all. This is the resort. Now, we had a grand view of what the resort would be. It is on a huge amount of land. If you can see, we had the grader come in, he leveled all of this out, and up the problem here is everything grows so fast. So the wall that we built, first thing that we ever built was the wall so that the property could not be encroached on. Now you've got a whole community that's up there that without criticism, I say that they would eventually, just by familiarity, they would encroach on the land. So we needed to get the wall in. It goes right up there, and pointing almost at the edge. There's a big drop off on the other side there, so the wall is all on this side, and it goes right down to those houses there. Those houses, for whatever reason, they're built just on the other side of the wall. Over there, right over there, on a clear day, you can see the sea, you can see the ocean. Right, so this we set up as a stage. It could be used as a stage for putting on functions and concerts, which we already did one. It all drops off, so it makes a great view of what would be the resort. This will be a swimming pool. All of this has been done by an architect and an engineer, and it's all absolutely accurate as to, well, not accurate, actually we've gone overboard. We've gone overkill on all the construction details, because I was a contractor in the UK. As I said on one of the comments, I considered being a contractor in California, but you need a license there that involves a lot of questions, and all of the questions, when I looked at the course that was offered, they offered a course for taking you through all of the questions so that you know what's needed, and it was all about money. When you start a project, if you started a project like this, you would take out what's called a mechanic's lien, so that you could sue the people if they had any, what can I say, difficulties on paying the money. So you would take out a lien on the property, which would prevent those people from selling without you receiving your money. So that was one of the things that they seem to focus on, that more than anything else. But I'm getting away from what I'm supposed to be doing here, and that is showing you the property. So all of this would come. This gate would stay closed most of the time. Once we go through with our plan, obviously is to continue to do what we would normally do without a buyer. Who knows? We're not in a hurry to sell. Everything that we will do will enhance the value of the property, and the price will go up. See here, this will be raised. There'll be an elevated road that runs down and goes into the garage, which is a pretty big garage. As you can see, it's a work in progress, but if you look there, the first three windows, the first three tall windows, the third window would be cut out to make a door, and that would go into a laundry area there, as well as a pretty spacious two-car garage, or one-car garage and a workshop. So we did make a nice covered in area prior, just before the front door. So that's where I keep my motorcycle until the garage is finished. So we will continue, as I said, we'll continue to work on the place. I didn't finish there, I wandered off on the door, but on with that, one, the corner, 2, 3. That will be cut out, and there'll be an electronically sliding door there, so you don't have to get out. And that's pretty good because it's right on the corner there, so plenty of space. So the road will come along there and go into, drop down slightly to go into the garage. All of this retaining wall. Now for us running a resort, there'll have to be parking spaces. What we're thinking would be a good idea would be to duplicate this part here. You can see there are 4 columns, and take that design and put it here, and we think that that would be a nice addition. So that's our plan. A buyer would have their own plans, as some of you have indicated. We appreciate all of the comments that you've made, even the ones that are critical of how they think we have done things. For some reason they think that we've run into this half-cocked. No, we have a mechanic who, we have an engineer who has made sure, has collaborated with me in order to make sure that everything's done. But they've been amazed, as Filipinos, just how much further we have decided to go. We did have a fire in the little red house, and because of that I'm fearful of how electrics are done, and I know that they will go light. So when we employed the registered licensed electrician contractor, we made sure that he understood that everything that goes in there has to be overbuilt, right? Under-designed, overbuilt. So I'll take you on the inside of this in a moment.